Good afternoon, partners. I am Shalom Angel, welcoming you to today's exclusive session with the title B1 App AI Assistant AI Powered Productivity for SAP Business One Users. In this session, you'll know how AI empowers businesses to move from reactive decisions to proactive leadership, streamline operations through automation, and build resilience to adapt and grow in any economic climate. It's about turning your data into a strategic advantage, or as we like to say, your business shield in times of uncertainty. Here at Arc One, we want to ensure that our clients are fully equipped with the right tools to have an efficient, effective, and future ready system. Now, before we jump into today's knowledge sharing, let us know who we are with today. Kindly introduce yourself in the comment section with your name together with your company name and say hi to everyone. Hi, partners! Alright, so and just a few housekeeping reminders to keep things smooth and engaging for everyone. Please keep your microphones muted unless called to speak. And you may use the chat box to post your questions at any time. We'll answer them during the Q&A session. And of course, we'd love for you to stay until the end and as we have some fun games, raffle prizes, and a virtual opportunity prepared for you. Follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn for the latest news. And if you miss a part of today's webinar or want to watch it again, we've got you covered, partner, as the full recap will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon on Arc One to stay in the loop. And now, behind every great organization is a vision, and a leader who brings that vision to life. So, to highlight the journey of Arc1 Solutions Inc. and our dynamic partnership with Boyum IT, although our CEO, Engineer Erwin Padrique, cannot be with us this afternoon, his message and vision remain at the heart of everything we do. And instead, we are honored to welcome someone who embodies the same passion and commitment to excellence. Please join me in welcoming our marketing supervisor, Miss Phila Bensi. Hi, Miss Phila.
Wow, thank you, Shalom, and maayong hapon, partners. A very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. I am Fila Bensi again, your marketing supervisor of Arc1 Solutions Inc. So on behalf of our CEO, Engineer Erwin Padrique, he sends his heartfelt gratitude and warmest regards to every single one of you for making time to be here today. So your presence alone speaks volumes about your commitment to growth and excellence. So what we are doing today is part of a bigger mission. Arc One Solutions Inc. is proud to be an official partner of Boyum IT, one of the world's most recognized SAP Business One add-on developer. So this partnership is not just about business arrangement. This is a true alliance built on a shared belief that every business, big or small, deserves access to world class technology that works for businesses. So, to all our speakers, our partners, and to each one of you, our clients, existing clients, and mga future clients as well. Thank you for your trust, your time, and your openness to embrace what is possible. So, on behalf of Engineer Erwin Padrique and the whole and entire Arcon Family Solutions Inc., let's learn, let's grow, and let's move forward together. Enjoy the session, partners. Here in Arc One, we've always got you covered.
Thank you, Miss Phila. And now, to guide us through today's session, we have a powerhouse lineup of speakers. And this session is designed to help you not just to survive challenges, but lead with confidence through them. So, without further ado, let me turn you over to our first speaker, Miss Isa Sandra Baguio, the pre-sales lead at Arc1, who will set the stage and walk us through the business perspective of leveraging SAP Business One. Hi, Miss Isa.
Hi, Shalom. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So let me share my screen. So my topic for this afternoon is crisis proof your business AI-driven decision. So my goal is to make sure that if you're already using SAP Business One, um, how SAP Business One can help you minimize the impact of crisis. So yung time natin ngayon is medyo mahirap because of the fluctuating ng mga fuel prices, and then yung mga commodities prices are increasing. So as an entity, we'll make sure that the impact of the crisis is medyo mahina yung impact sa ating entity. So one of the struggles of the entities right now are we have here the supply chain disruptions, and then of course since medyo mahal yung gasolina, so yung mga truckers natin medyo mahal din yung singil, and then also the increasing price of your raw materials, your products, if importation pa yon or exportation, then it will add another cost. So we have here the calculation of true cost, and then another is inventory obsolescence. So I say inventory obsolescence kasi most of the people right now are focusing more on the necessities. So like if you're selling something na hindi masyadong necessity, so medyo hindi siya priority ng mga consumers right now. So we need to check on that also. And then we also have the demand fluctuation. And then the increased cost, again, yung sinasabi kanina, the freight charges are increasing. And then, of course, the raw materials are also increasing. And then the stock out or overstocking. So if stock out, so of course meron tayong mga opportunity losses for that if bibili na siya ng customer and then wala kayong stocks. So it will have a opportunity loss. And then overstocking as well, we need to decide if we will overstock kasi example, tomorrow magi-increase na yung or the next week magi-increase na yung mga prices ng mga raw materials o yung mga products na binebenta natin, then we need to make sure na may enough siya na warehouse or may enough na space para ma-stock natin siya. Or else, we will be having another cost ulit para mag-rent ng another warehouse. And then another is of course itong cash flow pressures po natin. So we'll need to make sure na yung mga receivables and then yung payables natin, mas malaki yung mga inflow versus the outflow po natin. So with that, SAP Business One can help you with those issues and concerns. So we have here yung first na gagawin ni SAP Business One is to strengthen supply chain resilience. So I mean, the company will strengthen the supply chain resilience, but SAP B1 will help you on generating the report, on getting the accurate data from the system. And then the second one is real-time visibility and decision making. And then the third one is financial control and cash flow management. So as a result, if medyo ready yung entity na may paparating na crisis or may paparating na increase as to the other cost or the raw materials cost or the direct cost, so mas madali natin or mas mapapa-minimize natin yung effect ng mga increase na yun. So as a result, medyo hindi maapektuhan yung entity natin. All right, so let's start first with the strengthen supply chain resilience. So this is more on the inventory management side. I believe meron ditong mga SAP B1 users na, and then meron din dito na attendees na hindi pa gumagamit ng SAP B1. So for those users already, let me refresh you. What are the reports that you can generate, or what are the reports that can help you with this action plan? So we have again strengthen supply chain resilience. So yung mga gagawin for in order for us to strengthen the supply chain is first, you need to diversify the suppliers. And then second is inventory buffering. Again, you need to consider also if kaya pa ba ng warehouse nyo. And then next is the risk assessment, and then the collaboration, and then the digitalization, and then lastly, we have the contingency plan. So these are the reports na pwede nyong ma-utilize for SAP B1 users, medyo ano na to, refresher, or if you're not yet utilizing this report, then might as well utilize it now. And then for those who are not yet users of SAP Business One, you can let us know if ano yung mga concerns nyo after this meeting, or you can email us para we can demo kung ano yung mga proposals namin with regards to your concerns. So we have the inventory status report. So as you can see here, we have the item number, item description. So this report basically hindi lang siya nag-show ng quantity ng in-stock nyo or dun sa warehouse nyo, but it considers also the committed and then the ordered. So when I say in-stock, these are the inventory inside your warehouse. So this should be equal with your physical inventory or the physical count. So dapat match yung na-generate na in-stock dun sa SAP B1 versus your physical count. So if I have here yung consays ko ay 2,042, so dapat 2,042 din yung maka-count ko dun sa warehouse. So for the committed naman, this is based on your sales order. So when I say committed, ginawan mo na siya ng sales order but hindi mo pa siya dineliver dun sa customer. So yan yung committed. So again, this inventory status report considers the committed pa lang and then the ordered. So yung ordered is more on the purchase order. So when I say purchase order, kukunin mo na siya dun sa supplier pero hindi pa siya dineliver nung supplier. So wala pa siya. For those already who are using SAP Business One, so hindi pa siya na goods receipt PO or hindi pa siya na-receive sa system. Alright? So the formula is in stock minus committed plus ordered is equal to available. So as you can see here, automatic the system will show in red if mag-negative na yung inventory mo. So when you see this report, automatically makikita mo na oops, for these items na yung check voucher, general ledger, and then the distilled water, and then the liquid castile soap, and then the jojoba grapeseed as well, and then the shampoo, naka-red na siya. So I have to order this immediately. Okay? So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, with the use of this report, you can easily assess if there's a need for you to order those items. Or okay pa, kaya pa, considering yung mga committed ko na binenta ko na dun sa specific customer. So of course, we need also to consider the delivery date as well. Okay, so that's for the inventory status report. And then we also have here the inventory simulation report. So for this one, you can make use of this because this is specific for an item. So example, we have here the sample pakyawan na item. So as you can see here, makikita mo dito yung mga quantity, yung movement ng items, or we have the receiving of the item and then the selling of the item through AR invoice. So yung receiving, as you can see, the quantity is plus 100, and then yung mga outflow ng quantity ng item is naka-negative siya. And then, meron din siyang price. So, if you want to monitor the price of those specific item, so mabilis mo siyang mamomonitor. In case you're using Excel sheet right now, so for those who are not yet using SAP Business One, medyo mahirap yung monitoring ng prices kasi the user or the staff needs to encode pa another tab for the Excel sheet, and then to transfer pa niya to another Excel sheet, and then you need to ask a report pa from those staff, and then you need to verify if tama ba yung na-encode niya. Kasi of course, pag nag-encode tayo, possible na medyo mamali siya, or 675 naging 677. So that's for the Excel file. But if you're using the system, kasi this one is connected dun sa mismong transaction nyo. So when I say transaction, yung mga AR invoice, yung mga receiving, and then yung also mga releasing ng items, so connected siya dun. So if ever may mali, dapat kinurek na siya dun sa mismong transaction itself. So, eto, medyo, I can say na this data is accurate. Accurate na siya, like sa price, and then sa quantity, and then, of course, sa cumulative value because this is computed by the system already. So, again, these reports that I've shown you are standard reports ni SAP Business One. So, for those who are using SAP Business One already, you don't need to ask your IT team to can you create a report through Crystal? And for those hindi pa gumagamit ng SAP Business One, then once you purchase the system, andito na tong mga reports na to na pinakita ko sa inyo. Okay? So again, these are the cumulative quantity and then the system date kung kailan siya pinasok. So you can see here kung ano yung movement ng prices ng items nyo. So if medyo, eto, yung 00, may 00 dito or may naka-negative, so medyo magdududa ka na. So what happened? So this will aid you in your decision making from time to time. So again, you just have to generate the report. So that report should be real time. So if once you're using the system, you make sure na yung mga users nyo are encoding their transactions real time so that once you need the report, accurate yung report, tsaka real-time yung report. Okay, so that's inventory valuation. And then another thing is the inventory aging report. So you can make use of the inventory aging report if may duda ka na meron ng mga obsolete items sa bodega mo. So that obsolete items, of course, can incur cost kasi may space siya. So if you're renting that space and then hindi naman nabebenta yung item, so why not dispose or i-package mo na lang yung item na yun dun sa mas mabebentang item. Okay. So again, you can make use of this inventory aging report dun sa mga sales people nyo kung ano yung iba-bundle-bundle na items kasi hindi siya saleable. And then, as you can see, makikita mo din dito na pwede siya na 0 to 50 days, 51 to 150. So, the aging of the report is pwede mo siyang i-update na 0 to 10 days, 10 to 100 days, or 365 days and above. So automatically, the system can do that for you. So the system will just generate the report inside the transactions, dun sa transactions system. And then siya na bahala na transfer ng mga data depende dun sa pinaka-date ng transaction. So again, you can make use of the inventory aging report if medyo doubtful ka or medyo duda ka na may mga items sa bodega mo na obsolete or hindi na nagagamit. So as a result, instead na hindi mo na siya gagamitin or nasira lang siya dun sa bodega, then again, you can bundle those items para ma-cost in mo na din siya dun sa medyo saleable na item. Alright. So that's for the inventory aging. And then we also have here the batch number transactions report. So for the batch number transactions report, so this is more on the monitoring of the items per batch. Helpful siya if meron kayong mga yung products niyo ay may mga expiration dates such as yung mga perishable items, yung mga food items, then you can make use of this. So for the batch number transactions report, you can see here yung mga batch number, kung kailan siya ni-receive. And if you want to add another details, like again, expiration date, manufacturing date, and then automatic admission date, automatic na naman yan. So, pwede mo siyang ilagay. And then you can also see here, dito, kung kailan siya pinasok na batch and then kailan din siya inilabas na batch. So as you can see, naka-pink yan, naka-out. So in case of tracing, if nabenta mo siya to another customer and then that customer nag-complain siya na ay medyo may sira yung item na na-receive ko, then you can trace sa system kung kanino mo siya nabili na supplier. So as you can see here, these out, ito, customer A, and then kay MV Marinara, these are the customers. So dito mo na ibenta yung batch na ito. Yung batch na ito, 0428-01. So again, what I'm trying to say is that in terms of traceability, pwede mong gamitin yung batch number transactions report para ma-check mo kung ano-ano na yung mga items na nasa loob ng bodega mo. Okay? So those are few of the reports. Meron pa tayong madaming reports inside B1, but I think those pinakita ko, yun yung mga helpful in terms of decision-making purposes. So let's move on to the real-time visibility and decision-making. So we have here sample like yung gross profit calculation for order to cash marketing documents. So you can make use of this kahit before mo pa siya ibenta or sales quotation pa lang or sales order pa lang, you can already see kung magkano yung magiging gross profit mo for that specific item. So, of course, yung mga other operating cost mo will not be considered kasi yung cost na nilagay dito will be the purchase cost or depende dun sa, depende kung ano yung costing mo dun sa mga products mo. So, pwede siya na standard cost, pwede siya na moving average, or pwede din po siya na first in, first out. So, you can identify cost of those items depende dun sa kailangan. So example, yung mga medyo fast-moving items, you want it na moving average. But yung mga medyo slow-moving items as well as expensive items, you want it na first in, first out yung inventory valuation nyo. So you can do that. Hindi naman siya necessary na once nag-moving average ka, moving average na lahat ng mga items nyo inside SAP B1. So, pwede mo siyang iba-ibahin, depende dun sa nature ng product na yun. So, again, as you can see here, upon creation pa lang, for example, si salesperson will issue a sales quotation dun sa prospect niya. So, here comes the sales manager. If he's using SAP B1 also, then automatic pwede niyang ma-check kung magkano yung magiging gross profit for that specific sales quotation. And then the sales manager can also approve inside SAP B1. Kung mas maliit dun sa expected niya yung gross profit, then pwede niyang i-disapprove and then tell the sales employee na, ay, increasean mo naman yan because we still have the operating cost. So with that, hindi nanghuhula si sales manager na may kita ba to, magkano ba yung gross profit ko, because the data is there already. Nandiyan na siya. So may basis yung decision making niya. All right. So yan. So as you can see here, makikita mo dito na the gross profit is 100% and then may 99.52 and then 99.59. So it depends again on the valuation of your item. All right. So another sample report is a sales analysis by customer. So for the sales analysis by customer, so you can check here kung with customer B, magkano yung kinita ko for customer B. So again, it doesn't consider the operating cost. So dun lang tayo sa direct cost kasi it's more on the cost of the item, yung gross profit dito. So yeah, so we have here si customer B, ayan. Meron siyang 200, 700 na total AR invoice, and then the gross profit is -14, and then the percentage, and then the total open invoice. So that applies to several customers as well. So by the way, for the generation of this report, you just have to input the parameter date. So pwede siya na posting date, like I want to generate lang the transactions from January 1, 2026 up to this date. So pwede yun. Or pwede ka mag-backtrack as long as nasa loob na ng system yung data mo from the previous dates. Okay. So yeah, we have here walk-in customer, and then you can evaluate pa kung ano yung mga transactions ni customer B. So as you can see, pag di-double click mo yan, lalabas dito yung sales analysis report, customer by detail. So all the transactions ni sales ni customer based on the parameter date ay lalabas siya dyan. Yan. So the sales amount, tapos magkano yung applied amount, and then the gross profit, and then magkano ano yung movement ng purchases ng customer na yan. So yeah, as you can see here. So you can in terms of decision making, you can decide if ay bibigyan ko pa ba to ng discount si customer kasi medyo malaki naman yung gross profit ko sa kanya. So yun. And then, for this one, kay customer B, since naka-negative na yung gross profit niya, then, I think hindi mo siya bibigyan ng another discount, but siguro, you need to advise him or her na you need to increase price kasi medyo nagne-negative na yung gross profit. And then you can also, if you have salespeople, then you can also ask the salespeople. So in short, given this data, again, you can decide in detail, like per customer, per item, kung ano yung ipupush mo, kung magkano yung pricing mo for that specific type of customer. And then another report is a sales analysis by sales employees. So if medyo madami kang sales employees dun sa office mo, and then they have different na geographical area, so you can assess kung magkano na yung mga na-invoice nila, and then magkano yung gross profit. So hindi lang siya based on the sales cost ng sales na binenta nila, or hindi lang siya based on the total value ng AR invoice, but also it considers the gross profit as well. Okay, so as you can see, mas malaki yung gross profit niya ay yung sales niya, pero yung gross profit naman niya is maliit. So, hindi din siya ganun ka-performer kasi discount siya ng discount yung sales people na yun or yung salesperson na yun. So, kaya siya malaki yung benta kasi siguro mas mababa yung price niya, but at the end, si company pa din yung yung affected kasi sobrang baba, nagne-negative na siya sa gross profit niya. Which of course, we don't want that to happen in our entity. So, these are only samples. Okay. And then the last thing is the financial control and cash flow management. So we need to make sure again na yung inflow is greater than the outflow. So we have here the sample reports for SAP Business One. Again, it's a standard report. So we have here the receivable sample. We have the receivable and payable aging. So you need to compare magkano pa yung receivable ko from my customers. And then meron din dito kung ilang days na siya na nag-past due. And then, kung hindi pa ba siya past due. Same with your payable aging. So, this also naman refers to the AP invoice, and the receivable is AR invoice. So, this one, same with the inventory aging. So, pwede mo siyang galawin kung gusto mo ng 0 to 10, 10 to 100, 91 to 100. So, you can filter the dates kung ilang days yung gusto mong makita. And then, you can have here the total. Tapos, for the transactions, as you can see, yung mga yellow arrow na yan, pwede mong maklik para makita mo kung ano yung pinaka mismong transaction niya. So, if medyo doubtful ka dun sa transaction na yun, then you can click on the yellow arrow para makita mo yung pinaka marketing document. So, again, receivable and payable aging. So, the total, yan, ito yung total niya. And then, the total per aging day, per number of days na aging. Okay. And then, another thing is a budget report. So, si SAP Business One also has a parang budget report na pwede mong ma-generate. Pwede siyang mag-compare kung magkano yung actual versus budget niyo. And then we also have the cash flow management. So for the cash flow management, again, this is a standard report of SAP B1. You just have to tag your incoming or outgoing payment kung anong operating activity siya, or sa operating activity ba siya, or sa financing activity ba siya na belong. So again, you just have to tag, and then pwede mo nang i-generate si cash flow management dun sa SAP B1 mo. And then for the parameter, pwede mong balikan yung mga previous periods, or pwede ka din na current period. So again, you just have to input the parameter. So kahit yung mga previous years pa, as long as at that year gumagamit ka na ng SAP B1, then you can generate the report. And then we also have the income statement. So for the income statement, you can check here kung magkano yung revenue nyo, like yung level 1 lang or high level for management side. Like gusto ko lang makita magkano yung income ko as of this date. So, generate ka lang ng report, input mo lang yung parameter, and then generate ka lang ng report, and then you can see here the income, considering your cost of sales, yung operating cost mo, and then other cost as well. But if you want to dig deeper, if you want to generate the report like per department, if may tagging ka per department or per cost center, so you can also generate the income statement per department or per cost center. So, for example, if you have a distribution na business. So if you want to generate profit and loss per supplier or per distributor, so you can do that. You just have to tag all the transactions or specific transactions to a specific distributor para makita mo kung, for example, if you're distributing like mga animal products. So, if your example si Pilmico or si BMEG, if medyo malaki, ma-compare mo sila kung sino yung mas malaki mong yung revenue mo sa other brand ba or si the other brand ba. So, in that case, if tingin mo, mas malaki yung revenue for that specific brand, then you can push that brand from your team na ito benta nyo kasi mas malaki yung sales ko dito. Yung revenue ko dito. And then, we also have here yung balance sheet. So, for the balance sheet, again, this is a standard report ni SAP B1 ulit. So, pwede mo siyang i-high level or pwede siyang in detail. So, you just have to click the yellow arrow if you want to check the pinaka-details ng transaction. So, example, this one, the cash in bank. So, if you click on the yellow arrow, automatic, lahat ng mga transactions lalabas dyan. You just have to identify for the accounting side, if you want to reconcile or medyo may duda ka dun sa specific transaction, then you just have to identify and then pwede mo na siyang i-adjust through journal entry. So speaking of journal entry, let me show you a brief lang of before I end this presentation. Let me show you lang the financial modules of SAP Business One. Let me refresh you for those who are already using the system. So let me refresh you lang. So for those who are still not using SAP Business One, so ito po yung user interface ng system. So if you're using the web access, ito yung lalabas. Again, the modules is already here. Lahat ng mga modules. So if you're not using production, pwede mo siyang i-hide. So nandyan na siya lahat. And then you just have to click on or select the transaction kung ano yung kailangan nyo. So by the way, speaking of dun sa mga adjusting entries, so for the accounting, kailangan lang nila is you just have to create the journal voucher. So if yung user ay kailangan pa niya ng approval, so he or she just need to create journal voucher and then yung magpo-post ay si supervisor or si accounting manager. So you just have to create a transaction and then edit mo lang. This one is existing already. So pwede mong i-edit and then hindi po siya maa-add if ever may discrepancy as to amount. So kung hindi siya balance, hindi siya pwede i-add kasi mag-error siya dun sa journal entry na mismo. So you just have to encode. And then by the way, for those tagging yung na-mention ko kanina na if you want to monitor the profit and loss per distributor, per department. Kung per department, you want to know kung sino yung pinakamagastos na department, then for every transaction, you just have to tag a specific cost center. So we call it the cost center. So example, this one is per admin. So you just have to select the admin. And then you can generate na report. As long as nandyan na yung lahat ng details, then again, you can generate the report basta tinag mo lang siya. So to post, you just have to click and then post voucher. Okay. Yan. Okay, so this one, yun yung mga errors natin kasi kanina may cash flow management, so you need to tag kung saan siya na primary account or primary account ng cash flow siya lalabas. So we also have here yung mga edit chart of accounts if you want to edit your chart of accounts. So you just have to click kung ano yung i-edit mo. And then, you can edit your chart of accounts from time to time. So, for example, yung cash in bank mo, nag-iba na yung account, yung cash in bank, nag-iba na yung account. Instead of savings, naging current account na siya. Which is, hindi naman siya possible because you need to apply for another account. But in case lang, you can update the name of the account name for the cash in bank. So you can apply that to other GL accounts as well. And then yeah, so this is the whole user interface for SAP Business One. Thank you. Thank you everyone, and hope you've learned from my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Isa, for that valuable insight. So now let's continue our learning journey, and this time we will gain insights on how Boyum Solutions empower business globally. So to bring this vision to life and show how solutions like B1 App AI Assistant can truly transform operations and decision making, let us all welcome Mr. Sanjeev Varma, the solution advisor from Boyum IT. Hi, Sir Sanjeev.
Hi. So let me just give a brief introduction of myself. My name is Sanjeev. I take care of the pre-sales for APJ region in Boehm IT. Introduced a new feature called B1 Up AI Assistant to an existing product called B1 Usability Package. I'm sure you all are aware of it. So let me go ahead and give you a brief introduction of what the product is, what we stand for, and also show you around a little demo, a little sneak peek of the solution as well. So this is what the system is about. Uh, who is Boy Mighty? What are our mission and vision? So it is always our vision to inspire companies to achieve sustainable growth. And our mission is to do so using SAP Business One's ecosystem and making sure any person or any company that is using SAP Business One gets the full out of it or gets the maximum out of it. So about Boehm IT, a small glance of what we've done. We are a 27 plus year old company. We've been in the business with SAP Business for the past 25 years. In 2003, we became a VAR for SAP Business One. In 2016, we've gone ahead and purchased a vertical manufacturing solution called BS Manufacturing, and to add the missing piece in the supply chain, we also went ahead and purchased a logistics solution called Prodimex. Now these two work together. Uh, in 2022, we had a paper flow and document management solution acquisition. In 23, we had a Perfion PIM. That means a PIM stands for Product Information Management. So it's a separate repository or a separate platform where you can store all your product information like marketing contents, what do you say, downloadable contents, integrations with other CRM websites, integration with SAP B1, catalogs, brochures, whatever you require out of it, the system will go ahead and create it for you. And final acquisition in 2024 was the Neptronic product scheduling software. So our future roadmap, it's an standalone scheduling engine, which we have high plans to integrate with BS Manufacturing so that we give you one big offering as a whole. So this is our journey for the past 26, 27 years. And let's go ahead. And the value proposition is simple, is always to enable our customers to get the full utilization out of their ERP. That's what we have done. And to do so with AI power so that you have real-time ERP information at your fingertips. So before we go into the AI Assistant module of B1 Usability Package, for those few people who actually have very little clue of what B1 Up is, it is essentially a tool that brings forth the full productivity of your SAP B1. So it makes your day-to-day life as a user that much more easier. It reduces manual work and repetitive processes. We can have shortcut buttons, we can have automations that can do certain tasks for you. It improves the entire user experience of SAP B1, and it enables customization without any sort of heavy development activities. It's more of a no code, low code kind of situation, right? Uh, this is B1 Up in a nutshell to you. It actually offers much more than what I can show here, but this is what we do in a concise manner. What is B1 Up AI Assistant? Again, we've understood that there is a need for AI right now. We've understood that the world is heading towards that, and we need to get into the bandwagon as soon as possible. So we've asked ourselves, what are the biggest challenges that our customers or any SAP B1 customers uh, face? Is reporting or is extraction of information in the way you want. So you often have to depend on an SQL knowledge. I mean, a person who has the knowledge of SQL or someone who has the knowledge of, creating reports to get or extract information out of SAP B1 system. Imagine you using your natural language and then system giving you the information. Now that's the key spot. That's the sweet spot we are trying to aim to. So it provides natural language interaction with ERP data. It supports faster decision making, and it helps user to retrieve insights without technical knowledge. So you don't need to know any sort of coding or any sort of SQL knowledge. You can simply ask questions and the system will give you, and you can have a conversation with the system. So let's see that. Let's see some use cases that we often do. So let's go into our SAP Business One screen. So this is the AI assistant view. As you can see on the screen, it's pretty interactive. You have the ability to save your queries. You have the ability to go select from the saved queries. You have roles configuration. You have authorizations that gives you, access to what kind of questions you can ask and what kind of information you can retrieve. So if at all in the standard authorization, if there are certain things, you can definitely bring that to B1 Up AI assistant as well. So nothing out of the ordinary can be visible to your customers. So let us ask with a simple question. Let us ask, show me all the open A/R invoices till date. So you can see there is a spelling error as well. It doesn't matter. System will automatically understand that. It'll change the spelling error and it'll give you the right option. So system will then give you the option of presenting all the open AR invoices till date, and you have the ability to filter out. Based on the filter, you can copy these values, paste it in this one. You can copy the source SQL and use it for something else. You can save this and you can also export it to Excel. So all these options are there with the results that are presented. Now, this is just a normal question where you directly retrieve out data which is there. Let's ask a slightly intuitive question like show me all the items that have gone below the minimum inventory value. So system will show you all the items where you have set a minimum inventory value, and it'll say, this is the items, these are the things, this is what is on hand, this is the minimum stock you require. What do you want to do with this? And you can take informed decisions, right? Now, this is more of a question where system has to apply some logic and get back to you. You can also have certain conversational questions, like you can ask for, BP or all PP balances, or rather show me all BP count balances, and the system will understand that BP stands for business partner and it'll show you all the business partner balances that are there. And this is where you can have a conversation. You can go ahead and say, okay, edit out all 0 VA value yes. Uh, yeah. And then system will go ahead and then rework on that particular instance and then give you the ones which have values, right? So this is how you can have like a conversation. You can go ahead and edit, and then there are these important questions like trial balance, all of these things which you can. So you can also ask the system, show me, sorry, show me the trial balance, and then if system understands or if system has some kind of questions, it will definitely ask. Otherwise, it'll bring out these important reports, like it can be cash flow statements, trial balance, profit and loss statements. And based on that, you can also go ahead and have a conversation, or you can go and edit in the way you'd require. It's not only the data that you require, you can also ask functional questions. Like, let's say you're using B1UP and you don't know how to use the B1UP validation functions. So how do I create a B1UP validation? So then system will go look into repositories which are available outside. It'll search the data and it'll give you a step-by-step instruction of how to do it. So you can see this. So this is how you have the ability to go ahead and ask the system of what you want. It also gives you some links where you can then later on navigate and check more information. So this is B1UP AI assistant in its full flow. So I hope I've been able to give you some sort of insights to B1UP AI assistant and how system understands natural language and which direction we are headed to. Hope you've all enjoyed the demonstration, and thank you for your time.
So now let's open the floor for our Q&A session. So partners, if you have any questions about what we've discussed so far, now is the time to ask. So we have
So we have one question. Can AI assistant apply restriction to a specific user to limit information generated by AI? Yes. So we can define the parameters that they have access to and not they do not have access to. Based on that, system will then give back information. So if you don't want your sales team knowing critical financial information, we have the ability to do it.
okay. So we have another question here, and I think
Yep.
it will also be addressed by you, sir. What kind of business questions can I ask B1UP AI assistant?
So any question that requires some sort of knowledge. So one of the examples that one of my customers wanted to ask is compare the last year's sales trend and tell me an optimal uh, you know amount of items or purchased items that I need to buy based on the trends of last year. So the one of my customers went and asked this question, and the system took out the entire for a single product. It took out the entire sales what is a trend from last year, and it told you this was the amount purchased, this is the optimal amount that you would need, this is what I see for the past 2 years, and this is the ideal amount. So you can what do you say, you have the ability to ask any sort of logical questions or a business question to the AI, and it will respond in the way it knows, right? That's the first this one. And for the second question, does AI reside locally or do we need to send information over the? No, it resides within SAP Business One. System is automatically done, and we do not send any sort of what do you say, sensitive information. So it just brings, or it only the query for developing the questions or pulling out the resources that you require to see is created through AI. Rest all is in your database, so you don't have to worry about any sort of. We are completely compliant to GDPR norms as well. So it's locally done, and we do not send any sort of data through the web. AI Assistant is available in what SAP version? So it's only available from 10 and above, and the latest patch level probably. Maybe a couple of patch levels previous to ours as well, but it's always best to upgrade to the latest level.
So, okay, we have another question, but this will be addressed for Ma'am Isa. Is there a dashboard like functionality in standard SAP Businessman?
Yeah, for MSSQL, we don't have the dashboards, but if you're using the HANA version, yeah, there is a dashboard for SAP V1.
And can I add to that, Isa? Is it
Yeah,
okay?
sure, Sanjeev.
So if there are customers using SQL version as well, MS SQL, if you have B1 usability package, you can still use the dashboards that we give from our side. So it doesn't matter whether you're using HANA or this one, you can still use it. Both those customers can use.
We have another question from Sir Jude. Does this AI feature is unlimited, like we can navigate to it, ask more questions without cap of limit or exceed token usage?
Yeah, since we have a subscription model, there's no cap off limit as of now. So you can use you can ask as much as questions as you want.
We have another question for Miss Isa. I want to generate profit or loss per supplier or distributor. Is that possible in SAP Business One?
Yes, that's possible. I think I've discussed that already during my presentation. So you just have to tag the supplier as a cost center so that it will be included in the profit and loss selection.
So before we wrap up, may I call on Sir Glenn Mujeres, ARC1's Business Development Manager, for the closing remarks.
First off, thank you to Isa and Sanjeev for the great insights this afternoon. And then to all our attendees, I hope you had tons of takeaways no, sa mga present ni Isa and ni Sanjeev. For those who have questions that might not have been raised this afternoon, feel free to contact us. And again, as part of Sir Erwin's ano no, sinabi niya to yung very first namin na webinar no, commitment. We will always be providing you what's new, what's the latest and the greatest. So abang tayo sa next natin na webinar na gagawin ng marketing team. Salamat Fila and team sa pag gawa always ng webinars. And then looking forward to our next. Sayang lang, konti lang yung sumali for the raffle, no? Dami naman yung attendees. But hopefully next time, sali tayo, answer lang tayo sa survey form. Salamat, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Glenn, and thank you once again to our amazing speakers for sharing their insights. And of course, thank you, partners, for joining us today. So once again, I am Shalom Angel, and on behalf of ARC1 Solutions Inc., we hope you found this session insightful and worthwhile. Here in ARC1, we've always got you covered digitally and beyond. And thank you, partners. Enjoy the rest of your day.